This video is not made for kids, so get the hell off. Greetings peasants, I am King Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate king, and welcome back to Shadow's Valentine's Day. Today we're going to be getting the SHADAMY ending, so make sure Chaos Blast the subscribe button and Chaos Spear that like button, and let's get straight into it. So we saw all of this. Passionate Fortunes Amy, we already know what we gotta do. Alright, you just finished babysitting Cream. She's a cute rabbit, but you'd never believe how much trouble she can be. Oh god, how are we gonna do Amy's voice? How are we gonna do this? Okay.
Vanilla is so kind. I can't wait to see Cream again. I wonder what I could do now.
It's the best I can do, leave me alone. Amy looked at her coin purse to see if she had enough to go to a cafe in a couple towns from here. Turns out she does.
Awesome! I just have enough. I could even try out that new pear fade that came out. I can't wait!
As Amy walked with her hand on her cheek, she thought of all the sweets she could eat. Of course, strawberry shortcake is obvious, but having soft serve isn't bad either. However, as she walked past some trees, she saw something familiar. Something black and red, in fact. Oh, it's Shadow. He was relaxing under a tree. He wasn't moving, so Amy thought he might be resting after a long walk too. No time like now to disturb him, but he looked so peaceful. Should Amy really talk to him? What does she do? Tapping me with a hammer would really anger me, so lightly shaking me awake would work. Amy kneeled next to him with soft movements. This doesn't wake him up, thankfully. As she got closer, Amy gave Shadow a gentle nudge on the shoulder. The gentle gesture wakes him up as he opens his eyes. Oh, it's you, Amy.
Hi, Shadow. Did you sleep well? I hope I didn't disturb you.
Shadow's eyes softened, but he didn't let go of his cold exterior yet. I want to sleep in peace.
Hold on, before you do, I want to get something to eat somewhere.
You want to get... Okay. Amy gave a smile Shadow couldn't refuse. Shadow sighed, though he looked to be in thought. He probably came all the way out here without thinking of food. Amy sensed his hesitance and pulled him up away from the shade of the tree. Hey!
Come on, Shadow, I just know the thing just to cheer you up. Let's go get something to eat.
With a tug of his arm, Amy pulled the grumpy Mobian away as he surprisingly allowed her to. Oh, this is new. Kind of nice, actually.
This place is so cute.
I feel out of place. Shadow and Amy eventually ended up at the new cafe. It was cutely named Pom Puff Pear Fates and Cakes. Could the name get any sweeter? Amy with a skip and a hop walked over to the display cases to see various desserts and cakes all for her to view. She was practically pressing on the glass, her eyes wide and sparkly somehow.
Shadow, come look at this. This one looks exactly like you.
Shadow walked over to Amy to see what she could mean. And sure enough, there was a cupcake that looked exactly like him.
I guess you were a celebrity after all.
Amy could see his uneasiness and blocked his view. Time to talk about something else to get this off his mind. What the topic should be. What topic should Amy start with? Talk about herself, his rivalry with Sonic, comfort him. Comforting me would be the best option.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot you don't really like being recognized like this.
It's fine.
Really? Are you sure? We can leave if you want.
Amy, it's okay, we can stay. For a short time, Shadow smiled at her, although small. Amy's cheeks turned pink. He should smile more. I was sponsored by Chow Cola once. I might be a point of topic for some random fan forums.
And you're okay with that?
I don't care for it, unless it bothers me physically. By the time they were done talking, a maid came around to check on them.
Hello, welcome to Pom Puff Pear Fates and Cakes. Do you want me to seat you and take your order? Oh, yeah, of course.
Sure. The maid kindly sat the two down and placed two cute menus for them to look at. Amy felt slightly embarrassed. This could look like a date. Is it? She looks at Shadow as he's confused on the menus.
Thank you. So, what would you like to order today?
Shadow didn't look too interested in ordering. Looks like Amy has to.
You'll get
a coffee and a cake. If it comes down to any black hedgehog, including the ultimate king, it's a coffee and a cake.
I'll have strawberry shortcake and 2 coffees.
I'll have mine black, please.
I want mine sweet, but not too sweet.
Shadow looked very pleased with his selection. Yes, we're on the right track. We might get the SHADAMY ending. Finally, a good ending this time.
Okay, I could certainly get that for you.
The maid went into the back of the counter and past the double doors leading to the kitchen. Amy played with her quills as Shadow looked outside. He looked nice. Amy wasn't the type to really go after Shadow. She would normally leave that up to Rouge or something, but she sees the uphill. He's always been nice to her, and all she does is mistake him for Sonic, then sometimes ask him to hold her things. She should be more nicer to him. Something on your mind?
Huh?
You appear to be troubled. It's not like you. You can tell me what's wrong. Shadow hardly shows this much care into his own teammates. Amy's face brightens up.
Oh, it's just... You are always so nice to me. Like, you aren't as harsh as you usually are. I feel bad. I haven't gotten to repay you for it.
You invited me here, right? I think that's good enough. So thanks, Amy. Okay, we're on the right track. Amy's heart skipped a beat.
You're welcome, Shadow.
The maid eventually came back with the selection. This looks good no matter what you picked.
Here you are. I hope you enjoy our food at Pom Puff. Oh, wow, this looks great. I'll definitely come back here. This is so good. Don't you think, Shadow?
It's acceptable. Amy spent the rest of the remaining morning with Shadow. He seemed not to mind it. She supposed he had nothing better to do that day. The food was yummy. She always had a sweet tooth, so anything tasted good in her eyes. Shadow enjoyed his selection. Wasting what was bought for you is rude after all. By the end of it, Amy left the money in the check that eventually came by. As they were leaving, they were stopped by the maid. She looked slightly nervous.
Oh, sorry, I just have to ask. Are you really Shadow the Hedgehog? I'm such a big fan of you.
Oh no, was she the one that made the cupcakes?
I admire all your work. You are such an icon, so strong and straightforward. I have to ask, is this girl your girlfriend?
Shadow doesn't look too happy about this encounter. Yes, she is, and I appreciate it if you'd get out of my way. Oh, this is new. Okay, okay. We're definitely gonna say yes. We're definitely gonna say it. This is so new. Oh my gosh, I'm blushing so hard. Oh my gosh. Amy looked at Shadow in shock. What was he saying? They aren't dating.
Really? Oh, you were so lucky. I'd kill to have someone like him. Treat him right, girl. You won the lottery. Now enjoy your day.
The maid left the couple to leave the store. What a bizarre interaction.
Shadow, why did you say that? That was so embarrassing.
I felt as if she wanted something from me. I just had to improvise. There was a moment of silence. Now Amy felt bad.
Well, I'm glad to have helped in some way.
Yeah. Thanks for the lunch.
Anytime.
It was well into the afternoon now. Seems Amy spent the whole morning with Shadow. What a score. Shadow seems to be in a good mood. He was well treated after all. What do you plan to do with him now? Take me home.
Shadow?
Today was so wonderful, everything felt perfect, so Amy had to ask now. Amy played with the hem of her red dress, looking more nervous and shy than she typically did. Shadow looked confused, but he waited for her to speak.
How would you feel about coming back to my place?
Oh! Is that happening now? Oh, we're taking... Oh yeah, this is the SHADAMY ending for sure. Sure, I'd be glad to. Oh shit! Oh, okay! What a match, you got Amy and Shadow together! Yay! Finally! Finally a good ending! They went to be the most cutest couple out there. Who could ever resist a bad boy loner charm? Of course Amy couldn't. The black and pink hair had many cute dates to come, and of course Shadow can always confine Amy. Amy was always there to make sure he was the best he could be. Amy, true end. Yes! Finally! Finally! We got it! Oh my gosh! Finally! I can rest now. We finally got a good ending out of this damn game. Oh my gosh. That was actually a really good ending. You know what? This makes me give an opinion out there that I think I like Shadow X Amy a lot more than Shadow X Rouge. Shadow X Rouge comes into second place below Shadow X Amy, but SHADAMY is just top tier. The way that this game ended, I am so shout outs to all my SHADAMY fans. Oh my gosh. Honestly, come to think of it, little do you guys know that I found out that my Amy, to be specific, has a crush on me for some odd reason. And I don't know, I find it interesting. But that's not the point. I like SHADAMY a little bit more now. The way that this game had portrayed it. But, tomorrow we have the Sonato ending. I don't want this to happen. I don't. But all's well that ends well, right? But that's it. That's the end of the video. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you Chaos Blast the subscribe button and Chaos Spirit that like button. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Peace out. Chaos Control.